Why? Because I'm not going to. Why? Because I haven't asked that person.
What?
I haven't
You
asked
don't even
them.
have contact with them.
That's not really something you need to. That's kind of a scapegoat right there, isn't it? You don't really need to
Not
ask someone
really,
if it's okay.
personal information.
It's not really personal information. I'll tell you the last 6 names of my roommates, first and last name. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter.
Okay, just because you don't care and it doesn't matter, and you.
Well, you know
just
why
do
I
it
don't
doesn't
care
mean
is because it doesn't
it's called-
affect anything. It
it's
doesn't.
called-
It doesn't
it's a
change
moral
anything.
thing. Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
Dude, this just comes down to you wanting to know, and that's it.
No, I have plenty of other questions. I just
Okay, then
want.
let's move on then. I'm not going to say who it is.
Okay, so first
why.
question's not being
You sound a
answered.
little butthurt,
Okay,
Chris.
first question's not being answered, I suppose. All right, second question.
Okay, it's funny how you sound like Ethan, like you want a specific response.
No, I don't want a specific
Why is
response.
everything
I just
very
want a.
vague?
Yeah,
I just
you're
want a
trying to
response.
get
I just want an answer. I don't want a non-answer, and you're giving me non-answers.
Yeah,
Right.
and sometimes you just have to kind of accept that and move
Okay,
on.
so essentially, you're saying you're choosing not to respond.
I'm saying I don't want to respond because I don't have consent of the other person, which is something I would like to have.
Okay, he doesn't want to answer that question. All right, so we're not going to
Okay,
get the
yeah,
answer
there
on
you
that
go.
one. All right, so I'll just put that down as Jake Paul for that
And
question.
that's a rational thing someone would say.
All right, I'm just going to put down Jake Paul, lived with
So,
Jake Paul.
Yo,
All right.
so how big is Jake
Second question.
Paul's penis?
Yeah, how big is he?
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, like in the pants.
I heard it's like 10 pounds or something. Maybe 2 centimeters.
So, who are you working with?
Okay, second question.
So, Chris.
What does H3H3 have to do with
Hello?
you, Chris?
Oh, is this thing on?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Is this thing on?
Chris.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Who are you working
Hey.
with?
So I had Dana Brunetti contact H3
Alright.
to get on the podcast.
Are you
For you to
married?
get on the podcast as a guest?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And if you can look up Dana Brunetti,
Who are
he
you working with right now to make the video?
CIA.
no, it's a YouTube employee. He's not like a YouTuber,
What?
but he was like an employee that had.
So
Had
you're
some
collaborating with
pretty-
an employee of YouTube on a video.
Yes.
What does he do? What's his job?
He was Susan Wojcicki's personal assistant.
He didn't even tell me what his job was, but I verified that he did work for YouTube.
How'd you verify that without finding his title?
Well, they don't put titles. I think he showed me his badge.
He showed you a badge.
Actually, it might have had a title.
He like sent you a photo of his badge.
No, it was video chat.
It was like like a laminated, one of those
So
little
what's he
clip-on
doing?
ones.
So what's he doing?
Yeah,
for
it's just
you?
like a typical.
So what's he doing for you?
So I got talking to him. He knew exactly who I was.
How
Because-
How did he know who you were?
Well, because he works for YouTube.
So how,
Right.
Part of it too
Wait.
is he remembered me. But if you go to YouTube headquarters around the building, they have TVs and they show you. It's like compilations of like video clips.
I wonder how smooth
Did he
this
just
is.
say Kumpai?
Compise.
Oh.
Explain that again.
Compilation.
Explain that
Oh,
again.
like
compilation.
Columbine. Like the shootings.
No. Explain.
I wonder
Explain
how
what you were
small
just
this
saying about the
brain is.
TVs.
I think it's pretty
So
small.
yeah, companies do that. They put up TVs around the building, and like if you're like Fox, there's like TVs in like lobbies and shit, just like playing Fox.
Yeah,
At,
it's
at
Okay.
YouTube, it's similar. They have
They just have a
Videos
bunch of
just
band.
like
They just
playing.
put all their band users up on the screens, and that's how everyone knows you.
it's not band users.
It's like a
popular.
blacklist.
So how?
There's like a million
no
people
fly
on a
list.
tiny screen.
so
What
then-
was
so what
your
do you-
name on YouTube? What was your account name, your channel name?
It was ClassicChris.
So,
Okay.
so what do the
I think
TVs
somebody else has that
What
account
do the
name.
TVs have to do with?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
for
do.
sure. Yeah, someone definitely has it.
It's
Well,
just
you
like
can
Someone
change
stole
it.
your identity.
it's just a 50-inch TV with like tiniest thumbnail pictures. No, I find that funny.
Wait, what?
What is wrong with
What
you?
What do the TVs have to do with you? I don't understand.
Wait. I have another question. I have another
No,
question.
you're interrupting.
No one's
Yeah,
talking.
stop
really.
interrupting.
When you walk into a lobby
Right.
or you walk into like an area in YouTube,
Right.
there are videos up. There are TVs up.
Okay. So
That
what does that
play
have
like
to do with you?
They play like YouTube Rewind videos. Like, let's say
I think
YouTube
this guy's
Rewind's coming out, they're gonna play it on those TVs all day long.
Yeah, no, we get
Okay,
it. Just keep moving with the
so what does
story.
that have to do with
Keep
you?
the pace.
So what they do is a lot of those TVs are playing. Sometimes those TVs are playing random YouTube videos, and occasionally some of the ones I've made will appear up there.
I
So you're
thought
saying
they were all
somebody
banned.
has your videos? Yeah. I thought your videos are gone.
Yeah, YouTube actually. I've been told
They
this-
only
this
exist
part-
in YouTube headquarters, but nowhere else.
X for doubt.
Exactly.
X for doubt.
That's-
X for doubt. X for doubt.
That's what this employee has told me.
X
Is
for
that
doubt.
people are very aware of who.
Hold on, Giraffe.
So people
I wanna
are
hear
just
'em.
sitting around at YouTube headquarters watching your videos.
Well, it's not.
What?
It's not that simple.
They just have a thumbnail of all his
Dude,
videos.
this is next level delusion.
Thumb drive.
I thought it couldn't get worse.
Well, it's similar. Like if you went to a news
They just have a thumb
station,
drive of all his videos and they're watching it.
They have a special playlist of all his unlisted videos, and they just have it
I love how
running.
you guys like to exaggerate it and make it.
What am I
like you
exaggerating?
guys-
What am I exaggerating?
Well, you guys are intentionally making it sound good.
Answer the question. What am I
Oh, I'm
exaggerating?
crying.
I'm coming.
Giraffe, quiet down. I can't hear him, man. Giraffe, I'm trying to hear him. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. Somebody mute me.
Okay.
Just mute your mic,
Yeah.
man.
It's like fucking A.
Alright. So what was I exaggerating?
So, no, they don't just sit around watching videos of me with a fucking thumb drive carrying it
I
around.
didn't say thumb drive.
Like, what the fuck?
I didn't say thumb drive.
So, if any of you guys know about TV stations or anything, they like to play their own channel, their own stations.
Yeah, no,
randomly
you already
throughout-
said this. Keep moving. Keep the pace.
So, it's hard when everyone starts laughing and shit. It's like,
I know, but you
fuck.
just gotta talk. You just gotta keep talking through
You
it.
just gotta do it.
It's like,
Dude, is that a
fucking-
slinky?
No.
what the fuck is that?
Yes.
Like a metal slinky?
Yes, it was a slinky. Yeah, I'm playing with a slinky.
Okay.
So anyway,
Oh.
my contact is Dana Brunetti.
Dana Brunetti, dude. It all comes back to Dana.
There it is.
Dude, that's who we need to get in contact with.
Dana Brunetti.
How do you contact
Okay.
him?
I'm getting in contact with him.
Hollywood's most openly
Don
disliked
Brunetti.
and secretly beloved
Just call Dana.
executive.
We need
Wait,
to get
so-
Dana like in
Dana
Discord.
Brunetti phone number.
This is the guy who made the Social
All right.
Network, 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed.
So
Oh,
let me tell you
Let's see
something
what else
about
he's.
that.
Let's
He
see what
made a
else he's
movie
worked on.
called, hold on, he made a
Captain
movie called
Phillips.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah, he made him. Okay.
The
So is
real
he famous?
person- the Captain Phillips is a real person. It
Yeah.
was played by Tom Hanks.
Yeah, wait, his
Right.
daughter his
Captain Phillips'
his niece's name
niece,
is Liz Dorr.
and I
And I couldn't
went
find
to
anything
school
about
with-
her anywhere.
You dated her.
I went to school with her, and I dated her after.
Well, this is new.
How do I know all this?
All right. Keep going. Keep going. What about Captain Phillips now?
That's new.
Oh, so
You weren't listening.
I posted a video on Facebook so I think I uploaded a video on YouTube, but I shared it on Facebook.
Okay.
Why would you use
Dana
Facebook though? It's
Wait,
so
this
dead.
was you're repeating last episode, dude.
Last episode.
Come on.
Well, it's because I was in.
Come on.
It's because I was in jail, so
Yeah,
I'm catching up.
Well, you can listen to it later. We gotta keep moving forward.
All right, questions. Let's get some.
We're talking about your video that you're making now.
Yeah, but that's not coming out until March 21st.
Dude,
Okay,
then why are you
well-
back in the server? We told you not to come
March
back.
Talk
21st.
about it.
Dude, Giraffe, you don't have any authority of where he can and can't.
Yes, I do.
Talk about.
Dude, go suck a grape.
Oh, I will.
All right.
Talk about the new video.
Yeah, and how does H3H3
So we
pertain?
were able to get Skype interviews
And
with some YouTubers.
who?
No, well, that'll be in the doc.
Wait,
He
but
said
who?
no.
I just said no. I'm like, no, I can't answer.
Who?
No,
Dana.
Who?
Yeah, who?
no, Dana Brunetti's not in it.
Who?
Who?
There's an L on the call, guys.
It was IDubbbz.
Why
Items
won't- wait,
confirmed.
why won't you tell us?
Because he
I
says
love
he doesn't
Spain.
have
Signed
the
up.
permission.
Documentary.
50-year NDA.
That's the whole point of
by the time he
documentary.
dies.
50-year NDA.
Yeah, it changed from him signing an NDA to he doesn't have the permission of the person, so he doesn't want to disclose that information.
What if you
That's
just
no? The whole point
not
of your
honor
document.
their permission?
No. You're not making sense. Just tell us who's in it. That's not telling. That's not going to make us not watch your video. We just want to know who's in it.
But that's as the documentary goes along, it's revealed who these
Dude,
YouTubers
it's probably
are.
Obama.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It's
god.
Trump.
Goes all the way to the
The
top.
point is, these dude, no one in the YouTube community likes H3H3.
Who cares?
Reason
Sure they
You're
do.
lying.
Sure they do.
Reason
Tons of people
being
do.
is because they feel like they're targets and that they're going to be targeted by H3 at any moment, and that all it takes is one fucking podcast for
It's
either
so
Shane
big. Why
Dawson
aren't they
or all
literally
those-
like the top YouTuber right now? 'Cause we know they aren't.
Why? Wait, why are they so
but they have
afraid of?
influence.
Not
because-
really.
It's not about the
They're one of
money.
the few-
H3
They're
is
like
like
about sending a
mid to
message.
large size YouTuber, not
No,
necessarily.
they're
huge.
one of the very few YouTubers who know exactly how the algorithm works. They get the inside information before everyone
If
else
they
does.
knew, they would milk it and be number
They
one.
do. It was. This is an obvious one. It was obvious with Trisha
Hold on.
Paytas when Ethan called her out for saying, "Well, you have ads on YouTube, so you have to be getting revenue for it." And that's how. And Ethan knows that. We all know it. And he knows how the algorithm works because he's willing to call anyone out for it. It doesn't matter what it is. Anyway, can we continue questions?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
Sneaky.
tell us about the video.
Stinky poopy. Ha, 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 ha.
Jeff, come on, man.
Is it wrong to record this?
No.
Too late.
Okay.
How long have you been
I mean,
recording?
legally, legally. you
Yogi
can't,
said too late.
Nah, I just thought, I should record this.
That's what
Yeah,
happened
we
last
should all
time, and
record this.
it was literally an 8-hour recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already
Oh.
happening. This is the episode 2 of the H3 Discord.
Thank
This is
you,
episode
Yogi, for
podcast.
recording episode 2.
Chris Cast.
Hey,
Welcome,
I can
everyone.
edit it or
That was
something.
That was our
I don't
intro.
know.
Is this gonna turn into like my
That was our
We're,
intro.
we're sponsored today by MVMT watches and
Hell yeah.
for him.
MeUndies. Oh, for him. My bad.
All right, Chris, continue.
If I can
okay.
pay.
So,
questions.
yeah.
Answers?
Well, we ask you
Question,
more
question,
questions, but
question.
every time we ask you a question, you don't give us an answer.
Yeah, you just say no.
Well, ask a question. Be
How
direct.
big's your cock?
7.
It's 6.
6-incher, huh? Little guy.
Exactly
And
6.
I didn't even hesitate.
Yeah,
You know I'm
exactly
telling the
6.
truth because I didn't even hesitate.
Exactly
Yeah, I
6?
believe you're telling the truth.
Yeah, it's 6.
Damn.
Nice.
Little guy.
Little guy.
It's exactly average.
Oh, okay. I love that sentence.
It's exactly average.
Okay, I have another question. Have you ever dabbled in methamphetamine or heroin?
At the same time.
Why is that relevant?
It's relevant because when I was in jail, I met a guy who sounds very similar to you and very similar to the way you talk and very similar to the way you tell stories. And he was heavy into that shit. And he was a very paranoid guy. And a lot of these stories don't really have any substance, and they just sound like someone who feels like everyone's out to get them.
But no one's out to get me.
H3's out to get you. You keep
Apparently
saying
H3's out to get you.
No,
Apparently
the point was, during that time, I started making videos. Toward the end of the channel, I started making videos because YouTube was starting to change, and I told people,
Wait, where are these video
don't
files
go to
again?
AdSense.
they're deleted like a year or two ago.
I'm also confused. You started making videos at the end of your channel?
So yeah, listen to my words.
Listen to his words.
I started making videos about YouTube toward the end.
Okay,
This was before the ad apocalypse.
Okay.
And everyone could see it coming. But so I started saying, forget about AdSense. Let's not focus on AdSense at all. Let's start going outside for money. You start making your merch, and essentially what's happening today. So I was talking about that shit back then. But back then, that was a threat. Because why wouldn't you go with AdSense and all that shit? Why would you go outside? Why would you start so it essentially was taking money away from YouTube. But eventually all the PC bullshit started coming along, and no one really predicted that. So then those companies really had to start hammering down. But during this time, no one was thinking about it. So my idea was so dangerous. It was just like, oh, well, that's the end of YouTube. If everyone starts going outside of YouTube, then what the fuck's the point? So you got to get rid of people who are going to take views away from people who are making money off of YouTube. So I was taking views of my audience overlapped with H3's and Joe Rogan's and a lot of other audiences. So
but that idea isn't dangerous to YouTube at all.
Wait, where are they today?
But it was at
where's your audience today?
No, but it's not at all dangerous because YouTube isn't paying out to content creators and they're getting their money from other places, YouTube should actually be on board with that because it means, oh great, someone took over writing out their paychecks for us. We don't have to pay them anymore. We can just put the ads on and collect the money ourselves. Double profit.
But it's not just about money. It's about influence.
It's about sending a message.
We know that.
That's really what it's about. It's about influence and literally taking control of the narrative.
This is like last episode all over again. What?
Yeah, we can't.
What
repeat.
changed since November?
Nothing.
So, anyway, ask me questions.
Connected them.
Ask me questions. Be more specific.
We are. You need to be more specific, homie.
Stop asking specific questions and ask something specific.
What's your opinion on racial equality?
Poop in a sack.
Well, I'm half native and half white, so you could probably guess.
So you don't.
My mom's 100% native.
What kind of native?
Plains
Cherokee.
Now you know what kind of
What's your
person you
opinion
are.
on gang stalking?
Really?
How do you know that we all don't work for H3H3?
I am H3H3.
Honestly, I keep that in the back of my head. Oh yeah, that was one thing. That was one thing that was confirmed. I mean, it was verified to me. I guess that there definitely are moderators here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the side; it literally says moderators 3 online.
Really?
Not
Wow,
that.
what a big brain.
You guys obviously know what I'm saying.
Explain more on that.
Wait, Jogi,
So
do you know there's moderators here?
What
Wait,
media company is H3
There's
affiliated
moderators.
Yeah.
with? Do you know
Moderators
the
for
media
what?
company?
They're
Do you
affiliated
know the
with
media?
Teddy Fresh Incorporated.
I hope
You don't think they have? You don't think they hire media companies to go online and do damage control?
Yeah, they're not doing a good job.
No, not really. They're not doing a very good job of it if they are.
That's
What would they
another
do
thing we're
that
going to
for?
cover in the documentary too.
What?
Is YouTubers and farms.
He talks
and,
about every
shadow banning and
gripe
shit.
on every podcast. He goes onto the subreddit and reads about what the shit people are talking, and then talks about it. What damage control would they need to do?
So essentially, it comes down to one political view over another.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Answer the question.
No, we don't.
Politics. What?
We don't talk about politics.
Answer the question.
What was the question?
Answer the question.
What's the question?
Really, dude?
Are you retarded?
Yeah.
Well, every time I
Wait, no.
don't give
He
you the
reads-
answer that you're looking for, you say,
No.
answer the question. That's
No,
not the answer
no.
I'm looking for. So I'm going to
You're
ask
just
you.
not
and I'm
fucking
just gonna
listening
keep-
to us.
Ask the question.
Everybody sucks.
Okay,
Because
listen,
it's obvious
listen.
you're expecting an answer. You're expecting a specific comment.
No, I'm genuinely curious. I'm
No, we're not
literally-
trying to like bait you into saying
So
anything.
what's
We're
the
just asking a
question?
question and then we're not getting an answer. Well, we've asked you like
So-
3 or 4 questions now. And we have gotten an answer.
Yeah,
So
that's
ask
called baiting.
Okay, you just
Stop
went on this
baiting.
whole.
Don't
You
bait.
just went on this whole
We're not
thing.
baiting.
All right, guys.
He's still he's not even going to get into the question. Ask a specific question.
You just went on this whole thing about how they're paying people to
Okay,
do
you're going to
damage
ask a
control
question or what?
He is. That's just how he's starting the sentence. Let him talk.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think Obama is cool.
I'd vote for him for re-election for sure. Obama 2020.
Do you know that Classic Chris has a connection to Obama?
More like your mama.
Yo, mama.
Okay.
I have a question.
No, you don't.
No, I actually do. Have you ever thought of getting checked out for mental illness?
That's you, not me.
Actually, I have, because here's what would happen. So let's say I go talk to a psychologist and
You should.
I pretty much tell him everything
He'd
that
ask
I
you a
just said.
question and you'd never answer.
What would happen? What would happen is if I went to a psychologist and said, "Hey, everything I said," and they assumed I was crazy, they would have to verify it.
Oh, they would think you're crazy.
Yeah, they would. Sorry,
Well,
man.
they could easily verify.
They throw
Because,
your ass in the loony bin.
You do know that everything we do is logged, no matter what. Everything. Legally.
No,
it has
Discord
to be.
actually deletes their stuff.
Dude, there's communications acts where they have to keep it,
You're wrong.
just in case anyone is
You're
getting
wrong.
subpoena.
You're wrong.
Wrong.
You're
All right,
wrong.
well, let me pull it up
You're
real
wrong.
quick.
You're wrong.
You're
Do you even
literally wrong.
have like an insider on Discord? Do you know
Yeah,
anything?
do you even know anything?
Let me pull it up.
As soon as you click delete on a Discord message, they delete it from their servers, and you're gonna find that if you look it up. Is that you making those stupid sounds?
Yeah, it is him.
Snap, crackle,
Something
pop.
I would do.
Snack, crack, pop. Ha ha.
This dude just sounds like he needs some Seroquel, to be honest.
Yeah. Even
No.
I don't do drugs.
The Stored Communications Act
Drugs is like gay.
is a law that addresses voluntary and compelled disclosure of stored wire electronic communications and transactional records.
This is for Discord?
Yeah, you'll just have to look that shit up.
Yeah, just look it up. Dude, Jamie,
Just
look that up.
Because it goes over
Secretary,
like,
look that up for me.
let's say-
No, you have to look it up. You're the one saying that.
Yeah.
Like, what
You're the
fuck?
one that say we're wrong. You
Wrong.
idiot.
Okay,
Did
I
you-
got some
Did
questions.
you actually go to
Hold on.
prison?
No, we don't do
Yes.
that anymore.
Because you do, when you go to prison, you get questioned. They pull up like everything.
Love the records.
They're like they
Pull up
pull
the
up
records.
Everything, dude.
they pull up
Everything.
email records, phone
Everything.
records,
Everything.
and all
No,
that shit.
they
gets
really
stored.
don't. I know people that have been to prison. I've been to jail myself. They don't do any of that. But I have some
What
questions.
was your case?
Don't worry about
What
it.
was
I can
your
tell you about it another
case?
time, but I got some questions right now.
What was your case?
So, first question: do you ever hear or see things that others cannot? Never, rarely, sometimes,
Jesus.
often, or very often.
I'm not insane. I don't have any symptoms of insanity.
Then why do
We'll
you get
let the
triggered
test
every time we
decide
bring
that.
up? Why do you get triggered every time we bring up?
So
gang
why don't you
stalking?
ask me? Why don't you ask me questions?
Would you say never or very
But
often,
you're making up the
or
questions.
sometimes or rarely?
Would you ask me questions related to
Answer the question, Chris. God damn it.
thing? Yeah, but it's unrelated.
If you just go through it real quick with just fast
Yeah.
answers, we can get it done in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it's unrelated. So
But it might be related.
Are you ready to answer my questions?
I'm ready to answer questions related to what.
Okay.
Show us your
so-
PP, or you don't have one.
Oh, he does have a point.
Yeah, he does have a point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just talking about how your documentary is going to cover how YouTubers have PR online and like damage control, and then I said, why the fuck would H3 waste money on damage control when he goes on his Reddit and he brings up the shit that people are talking every podcast. He doesn't have anything to hide, and do it paying for anything like that would be fucking stupid because he already does it himself on the podcast.
Because it's not about personal stuff. It's not about like personal shit. It's about like H3.
It's not
shit.
about the money. It's about sending a message.
It's not about.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, you're not answering the question. Again.
So why
like
would they
always.
waste their money
just
on it?
farted.
No.
I know.
They're not.
That's
heard
kind of
a
a
giraffe.
loaded question. That's a loaded question because you're assuming it's already a waste of money.
What? So you're not going to answer the question?
Well, if he's
No,
doing the
'cause it's
job
already
himself
loaded. Wait, so
actively,
you're
you're
not
not
gonna-
going to
If
pay
this
someone
was a
else
court
to
case,
do
you'd
it.
You're not
be
gonna.
going to jail.
You're not going to answer the question.
I'm asking. I'm going to answer the question. You're asking me why would they waste money on moderators doing damage control online?
When they already do it themselves.
You
Don't
mean
forget the
they
second
front
part
of
of the
everyone.
question.
In front of
Dan
everyone.
and Ian,
Why would
like they pay
waste
them to
money?
do all the
First
shit
of
for
all, it's not a waste of money
Wait, guys, I found
because
Daniel
when you have a
Brene's wife's
company,
phone number.
because when you have a company or you're a social media figure, you're constantly under
You're not
attack.
answering the question.
Why don't, dude?
You're
I'm
not answering the question.
yes, I.
This voice
you're
You're
chat
not
makes
letting
me
me.
hate my fucking life.
You're not.
You're just not. What do you? How do you? I don't understand why you won't let me speak.
No, you're
We know
talking
you
about
don't
the-
understand.
You're talking about
That's-
just the words that I'm
Hey,
using
wait, everybody
instead
be
of the
quiet,
actual
quiet.
answer to the
You
question.
hear yourself? You're just
Why
talking
would-
about the words. You're talking
So-
about the words.
Hold on.
I just farted.
He is.
So why? Let me say the question.
Dude, you're talking about words.
Why would they waste their money? It's not a waste of
See,
money.
you're just talking about the
Well,
fact
there
that I
you
used
go.
waste.
You're
How about we use
using
a different?
English
Yeah, how
to
about we
talk
use a,
about the words.
How about we use a different word than waste? Why would they spend the money when they already do it on the
would they
podcast in
waste
front
it?
of everyone?
And that's the key part of the question right there. To that second part
That's why. That's
was
why
the
I'm saying
fact
you're
that
not
they
answering the
already
question.
do it themselves actively, like it's nothing, and they already have 3 paid
In front of
employees that
everyone.
can do it too.
They pay Dan and Ian and Zach to do like everything for them. They're like assistants. They do
And-
podcast shit. They do Reddit shit. They do.
And even if they
They
did
can't
outsource
moderate
to
it
another
that much.
company, what would make it any different? They're paying someone to do a job. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference? If they had Ian do it, or if they have fucking Sanjay do it off in
Dude,
India?
you sound like
what's
an
the difference?
H3 shill right now.
Yeah, I don't like
I know,
H3H3.
right? It's so obvious.
What a shill.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that guy.
All right.
Who?
Why would they waste their money? Because, first of all, their crew most likely isn't doing that kind of moderating.
They're gang.
No,
They're gang stalking.
you're not answering the question again.
What? I don't understand how you want me
He
to answer
brings
it.
it up. He brings up
Joey,
everything on the
Joey.
podcast.
You have
guys
to
see
say
the
it slower. He's
discussion channel?
retarded.
It's funny. No matter what I'm going to say, he's always going to say, you're not answering the question. It's like, yeah, I am.
Because you're not.
Why would they
Because
waste
you're
the
not.
money? Because it's not a waste of
Dude,
money.
just
I
ask
didn't
Daniel
say waste.
Brunetti.
I didn't say waste.
You make-
I didn't say waste.
You're making me want to bang my head against a brick wall until
I
it
didn't say
splits
waste.
open.
So answer the question.
Did you guys see the
Because
H3
it's
discussion channel?
damage control.
Yes.
Yeah.
It helps them prevent
hell is that?
controversy.
No, but they don't
online.
do it.
Sometimes you can't prevent it
But they don't do
because
it.
it's too strong.
But they don't do it because they already
There
do
are
it.
moderators
They do it in
that
front of
moderate.
everyone.
So you're confirming that it's true then? That they
What?
do moderate the subreddit and they get rid of controversial shit that they don't want to blow up,
Who said that? You.
right?
Yeah, nobody
They
said
it's
that.
them. It's the theys and the them.
Hi, Mom.
Because it's a fact. It's a fact that the term hypocrite was shadow banned from their comments. That's a fact.
Your mom was shadow banned.
Got
And it's a
him.
fact. So why would they shadow ban hypocrite?
Is it a fact? Can we have
Because
someone go and
hypocrites
take...
fucking suck.
Do I hear a
because
gamer
Ethan
girl?
Hey,
can't
we're
handle the
recording a
criticism.
podcast.
Okay, sorry, man.
Dude, why is Mamba not like listening or speaking?
He's always been muted lately. It's his new thing.
Jackass.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
can
we're fine.
everybody pause? Can everybody pause? Interesting
Yeah,
things
yeah.
for like a
Yeah.
minute. Hang
That's a long code.
All right, we're back.
And what kind of a discount is that? Is that a 15% off?
No, it's just to let them know I sent you.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
So why would they spend the money? For
Yeah.
damage control
Mama.
and self-preservation. That's why.
So essentially, what you're caught up on is the idea that they are into damage control, and also you claim that they have the ability to take down other people's channels, which you also kind of.
I think they have
want to damage
influential.
control
They
their
have
own,
enough
you know.
influential power to take down a channel, but they're not the ones pressing the button.
Then why
Who's-
does YouTube always ding them for stuff, and they always have problems with like we can't say
Because
this. and we
that's
have to say-
not that's a computer problem. That's not a human error.
Yeah, but that computer problem
But
can
if
be
they had
overrun by
connection, they
humans.
wouldn't worry about it. They would
That's
just
an
do what
algorithm
they
problem.
want.
It has it's an algorithm problem. It has nothing
It's a
like
computer
with
problem.
video
Sounds like a dildo
vigilante.
problem.
With video vigilante, that
Sounds
was
like
not
Chris
an
is a
algorithm
dumbass
problem.
problem.
Video what?
Video vigilante,
What is that?
his was not an
Video
algorithm
vagina.
issue.
Are you talking about the Gokanaru garbage?
Yeah.
It's such a terrible video.
Yo, Mamba.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
So
It was pretty good. Fans don't like it though.
All he did was take stuff out of context and then put spotlights on it like he was exposing something
Maybe,
that didn't.
I guess.
Like
That's
you
your
can take anything out of context and make it.
Yo.
yeah, you like they've literally brought this up on the podcast before.
Yeah, but if the documentary wasn't that big a deal, why would they make such a big deal about it?
What documentary?
Because what do you mean they didn't make a big deal about it? They
Yeah,
never
what are
even
you
talked
talking
about
about?
it. It was only on the subreddit and in Discord. That's
What
it.
documentary are
Wait.
you talking about?
The Gokanaru.
Anyway, can we move on? We're moving on.
Can we move
Is
on?
this
Because
the,
we're talking about stuff that
H3
doesn't matter,
Productions?
even though it matters.
Let's
This
move
is
on
the
to
H3
questions.
Productions Community Podcast episode 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is episode 2.
Yeah, we're sponsored by
Hell
Four
yeah,
Hands.
Episode
dude.
We're sponsored by
Episode
Four Hands
two.
this episode.
8 hours, boys.
I think we're due for an ad break, boys.
Wait, you
We
missed
already
it.
had 2.
this episode of the
we just did it,
H3H3 Discord.
just
This episode of the
This
H3H3
episode
Discord
is
community
sponsored
podcast is
by-
brought to you by Raycons. Go to raycon.com and
Raycons.
use
No,
the
no,
offer
no,
code
not Raycons.
H3H3 Community Discord 15 for 50% off your order of Raycons. I ordered them
This should be a
myself. Really enjoying them so far.
I hate
Go to-
you.
Take them to the gym. Take them to the shower. You use them.
This is going to be a weekly thing.
No, it
I
will
hope
not.
not.
be
It's
a
gonna be
weekly
weekly
thing.
because he's got Jogi as a
Yeah.
sucker recording it for free and then posting it for free. Jogi, you
Wait,
should
no,
get a salary.
Yogi's
You should
gonna be
get a salary for all
Yogi's going
this.
to be
I'm
Howard
gonna. I'm putting together.
Yogi's gonna be-
Yeah,
Mamba, you're
where-
ruining
Yogi's
Where
this.
does he
gonna be Howard
post this
Stern.
world-breaking news?
And I'm-
Dude, we should all get paid since we're like making a podcast.
Yeah, we
for it.
should.
All right, too much
I'll
meta.
take tree
Too much
fitty.
meta, you guys. Too much
We-
meta talk.
We need to keep the focus.
Jogi the subreddit mod.
Listen,
Too much
I'm gonna
meta.
have 2 videos under my belt before he even has 1. So
Whoa, dude! I think that's a challenge and a threat.
Why had over a dozen?
no, you have 2, and one's called Why I Hate
Why I had an
Black
entire
People.
fucking YouTube channel. I had an
Call it
entire
the
fucking YouTube
archives.
channel and a stand-up career before all that bullshit.
All right, let's talk about how ClassicChris was a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
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 So
Questions?
Great podcast, guys.
Well, questions. Okay, so the Comedy Store.
So what are we trying to like accomplish right now for 2020? What's the goal?
Get Chris
we're
on
trying
the-
to we're
For
trying to
this,
get the info out.
I just want
Everybody
So I
a
guess the-
single.
into my
I
live
just want
the
stream.
goal is that there's more
Please tune into
going
my live
on.
stream.
There's more going on behind the scenes of YouTube and these big giant companies.
imagine
And there's
thinking that they had time to do Teddy
Yeah,
there's
Bears
a
I think
and a newborn child
it's not
and that
that
shit.
it's not that these YouTubers are essentially like they're not like consciously part of it. Some
Someone
of
just
them
say
are.
get down.
Yeah.
Get down.
Someone getting raided?
Get down with
so.
your
You
phone
think
yourself.
YouTube is trying to take over the world?
They already did.
I think
They
I'm
pretty
getting
much already
spotted.
did.
Oh yeah. Do you think YouTube is trying to oppress minorities?
They already do.
YouTube is motivated by money. So
Yeah,
anyone
but
who's giving
so is
Every
like,
other business.
yeah.
well anyone who's giving YouTube money, it's pretty much. I'm pretty sure YouTube like left or right.
They're pretty
pretty
hardcore
neutral.
left. They're pretty left, dude.
All right, here.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're pretty.
okay, I have a question.
And that's that's because of the rules. So they implement all the rule changes. It's a way to control the website.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which website?
I have a question.
I mean, like, they own the website.
And they can do whatever they want.
It's
But
just that there's no
it's
like
where
what they call it.
the point is to find the moral line of
All right, I have a
how
question.
much of society should they influence? Where's the line?
Okay, I have a question.
The
Because
thing
they
is, we,
have an upper hand. They have all the upper hand. The upper
yeah,
hand
they
is
have a
that
monopoly on video
Wait,
Okay,
streaming.
I have a question.
Chris, what kind of reception did you get at the Comedy Store when you performed?
7.
He got
Okay,
4
Oh,
I have a
bars.
what do you
question.
mean? Like what? My first time going up, or like
Like, were
what
you
do
on
mean,
4G
going into the club?
LTE? Were you on 2G?
Wait,
Okay,
did
I have a
miss-
question.
What channel?
Thanks for the Chris is retarded. That's
Okay. Okay, I have a question.
What?
Finally, I think I said that about 25 times before you answered. Okay, so if you go to YouTube and you type in Video Vigilante,
Another loaded question.
It's not really a loaded question, just let him finish. Jesus fuck.
Just let him finish.
What would not be a loaded question, Chris?
Chris.
If you were
What's
us,
your?
yeah, I got a good question. If you were us, what question would you be asking yourself right now in the shoes that
that's
we're
loaded. You want an answer.
Chris. So, what did YouTube do to influence the black community?
Wait, what?
That's a question that Charlemagne the God asked to put people on the spot.
All right,
Okay.
Chris, do you love black people?
I grew up in Chicago.
No. Do
Dude,
you,
what does that have to do
do you love
Yes.
black people?
Are you saying black people
That
only live in
that would
Chicago?
honestly be a no. If you grew up in Chicago, there's a high chance that you're not.
No,
gonna
yes, I
like
love black people.
Was it Chicago or was it Evanston?
You date black people?
So, what's your
Not your
opinion
racist.
on? So,
Did you say
how should we-
Evanston?
how should
Yeah.
we fix this issue?
Okay, so you ready to answer or hear what I have to say?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, if you go onto YouTube and you search Video Vigilante H3H3, the top thing is the death of H3H3 Productions Video Vigilante re-upload. Oh my!
Shut up.
No. Stop
You know
being
what?
cringe. You're
Please
cringe.
stop interrupting.
Stop.
Okay, so
Video
so
Vigilante.
this video was so popular that and controversial that after it was deleted, it was re-uploaded by someone on YouTube.
Wait, was I not supposed to send a link to that video?
Okay, you hear me? Are you listening? You with
Okay.
me?
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Chris, you had a similar thing where you had a large following, and then you made controversial videos, and then they were deleted. Where are like your fans' re-uploads? Where are the re-uploads? Where are your fans, dude? Where are the people saying
They were bought out
Where are they?
by H3 and YouTube.
Exactly.
Paid them off.
I've never been able to find copies, but here's why.
Yo,
Here's why I think
Classic
that
Chris, what was your like channel called previously? Or is it the
ClassicChris.
same thing?
it was called literally like ClassicChris.
Yeah, but there's nothing.
Capital C, ClassicChris. I
Has
know
to have
there's
a capital C, not a
Yeah.
lower.
that's the point.
Here, let's take a look at the hashtags on Instagram. Yeah, it's just
Here's
some
the-
Mexican
here's-
dude.
Here's a significant
It's a
video
different
that I
guy.
did.
Yeah,
He says
Yeah, somebody stole
yeah,
the
he
name.
says yeah.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Maybe get more
Yeah,
popular next
you
time.
can go into Google and change the name. So you just change the name to Classic.
Dude, why don't you just start
So-
a new identity and
So
start
where are your
Cove?
fans? Where's your
Exactly.
community?
Exactly.
They
I do.
disappeared.
When I said earlier that a lot of my fans overlapped with H3 and Joe Rogan, I think those were my fans.
They literally got
Whoops.
stolen. Like they were banned from it.
No. They were because they were already in existence.
How
But
big
those
was your
fans
following?
started watching me. I
Like
honestly
100?
don't remember.
How many
What
subscribers
happened
did
to
you have?
the Classic Chris community
I don't remember
Discord
because
server, dude?
this took place while it was continuously growing.
It was like between 1 and 2 million somewhere.
So how many subscribers did you have?
Yeah, like
don't-
as far as try to remember because this is really important. Just that.
How many subscribers did you have?
I don't remember. Because it was a growing
1 or
channel.
5,000 million.
You gotta
When was
remember.
the last time you looked at how many
While,
subscribers you
while
had?
okay, so while I'm making YouTube
When
channels,
was the last
I'm
time
also
you looked at how many subscribers you had?
Could you check the
The
stats
last
on
time I
Social
looked-
Blade? Or
honestly,
does
I don't
Social
even
Blade only
remember
do
if I
like big
ever did.
YouTube channels?
When was the last time you looked at how many subscribers you had?
So
Yeah.
it had to have been December of 2016.
How many subscribers did you have?
I don't remember. Because it was a growing channel.
I thought you said it had like 100,000.
It had to have had more than that. Because of
That's
the
what you
amount
said before.
Can
Okay.
you round it to like the? Can you round it to
Okay,
like the
so
nearest?
what kind of videos did you make on this topic? Is it
So
just
one of
Who wants to help me with my homework?
Shut
Dude,
up,
one of
shut
the-
up,
Now is
shut
not
up,
the time.
shut up, stop being gay.
So one of the most popular videos I ever did, was impressions of YouTubers. I just did impressions of YouTubers. I did impressions of Keemstar, impressions of PewDiePie, and I made just, it was just a general like, oh, these are just famous YouTubers, blah, blah, blah. I made that video. I uploaded it,
What was it
and
called?
I think, it was literally just YouTuber impression. There's like a million of those things. But here's the significant part, is that PewDiePie reviewed it. He made a video the next, he goes online and people send videos. And he did one and he reviewed it. And the part that he found the funniest was my impression of Keemstar. So he found my impression of Keemstar funny, but even
hell
then,
yeah, dude. So show us that.
Yeah, do that. Entertain us.
see, I've been trying to look for it. I've been trying to look for PewDiePie's video, but what I found was on Fandom. On Fandom, he has a list of videos that have been deleted. So all I need to do is go through all of those, but I'm not sure if I could even find it then still.
Wait, how would it be a link if it was deleted?
Because I don't know if they have links, but they have titles of the videos, and people have re-uploaded them.
But I thought you said there's no re-uploads anywhere.
See, I haven't gone through all of those videos.
But you just
So
said
the-
like 10 minutes ago.
So there could be a clip of my video.
I want to
In a
like rip
PewDiePie
my eyes out.
I did 2 texts.
Do your Keemstar impression now.
I feel
My
like I
Keemstar.
literally have cancer
Let's
forming
get
in
raw.
my ears and throat.
Don't we all right now?
Like I feel sick to my stomach right now.
Yeah, it's because you can feel the truth. That's what truth is.
Dude, the truth is cancer.
The truth is hurting you.
Dude, is Jogi recording this?
Yes, he is.
Dude,
Of
what
course
minute
he
mark
is.
is this so I can come back to it?
At this point, I'm just gonna start my own
45.
podcast, dude.
Dude, I thought you were gonna start your own podcast 6 months ago.
Yeah, he did.
No, dude, I gotta make that. I gotta fucking make a bunch of other shit.
Oh my god.
Dude, who
Oh,
are you
this
voting?
one.
Who are you voting for president? I'm just curious.
I'm writing my own name.
Of course.
Of course he is.
Right. I'll write in that too.
Yeah, same.
You got 3 votes.
You should start
Yeah,
your
but you
podcast.
really need to start working on that because you need to work on that freaking video or whatever because yeah.
The ending just needs to be edited. That's it.
Here, I can edit it for you.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, that's not.
Just send us
Yeah,
the
we'll
video.
edit
We'll
it
do it
for
for
you.
you.
Yeah.
No, because there's a bunch of other stuff we have to do first. We have to get a bunch
Who's
of like
we?
paperwork.
Who's
Yeah,
the
who's
who's the
we?
We have
we?
to make sure.
Who's
We
we?
have to
What
make
paperwork?
editor.
No, I want to know who he's working with.
YouTube employee.
Oh, YouTube employee. That's his name. Does he have a channel?
No,
I'm not
that's
gonna fucking.
27.
I don't even know if he wants his name.
Is his
correct.
channel private or public?
I don't know what his fucking channel is.
So look at it. You know who he is.
He's
You know
not
what
a
his channel is.
YouTuber. He's a YouTube employee. He
Hey, Chris,
works.
can I ask you something?
Is a
Do you ever
constructor.
feel like your skin is being microwaved? Do you ever feel like people are implanting memories into songs that you listen to?
Is that Leafy? Sounds like Leafy.
Yeah, Leafy. Fuck you. These are serious questions. Do you ever
Hey,
feel like your skin is like heating up? Stop laughing.
Here, let me just. Here you go. Okay.
Dude, I wish you made a video by now. Like you had months to do it, and this would have just put everybody
Dude, do you
to
know what I've
rest.
been
with all these
doing? Do you know what I've been doing?
No, because we
Nothing.
don't see anything, so we don't
Playing
know.
with your
We
dick.
don't know what you've been doing. We have no
I
Playing
clue.
with
sent the thumbnail. I sent the thumbnail. Did I not send the thumbnail?
Here, let me
You made a
just.
thumbnail in the last 3 months.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Okay,
no,
guys, let's
nobody
just
made
start
it in 2
watching.
minutes.
Dude,
Let's
he made
get-
a thumbnail
Focus.
with,
Let's get back into
with
the
people's
focus. of this.
initials.
Wait,
Let's get
can I
back
send
into
mine in?
focus.
Darn.
You made it. You made a thumbnail.
Is this echoing?
Shut
Yeah.
up,
He hasn't
CK.
been listening. None of you have been listening. It's like ridiculous.
No, I'm trying to listen.
None of you know my pain.
So let's get back into the focus. Question.
All right, let's focus on the brass tacks, dudes. Let's get to business.
Let's find this PewDiePie video, dude. I'm kind of curious to see that.
This is like a gang rape. I feel like I'm being raped right now.
Yeah, you
Gang
are.
stalked.
Dude, rape is serious.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm
basically,
Rape is not
let's
serious.
just
Anyone
let's
who's
just
raped
watch
brought it
every
upon
single.
themselves.
You just said rape is not serious.
It's
What?
not
He
as serious
He did?
in some
You literally
cases.
just said it's not serious.
Wow.
In some cases,
What do you mean? What do you mean some cases?
Wow.
Okay, so in what
Wow.
case is rape serious? In what case is it not serious?
it depends.
If they like being raped, it was not that serious.
Like,
does it
if you Bill Cosby someone, it's not that bad because it's not like you remember
What?
it.
What?
Dude, you don't remember shit, so it was cool.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh my god, my
Dude,
mic's
can
been muted
you-
this whole time.
And
Oh
that's
my
a good
God.
defense. How could these women accuse him if they don't remember? That doesn't make
You're just
sense.
saying shit to get a rise out of people right now, right?
Okay, that one is okay. Yeah, that one I'm just fucking around. See, that's
I was fondled
obvious
when I was
humor.
5.
That's me obviously being funny and obviously making.
That
a
was
joke.
not funny.
Dude,
That was not very funny.
That was not very
Oh,
funny.
Yeah,
you're talking about
rape is
a
gay.
joke like how you got
rape is
even-
gay? Did you say rape is gay?
Even I wouldn't rape
I
someone.
think that's like one of the main topics that comics try to avoid is fucking
Dude,
rape.
Chappelle has a joke. Chappelle has a rape joke. Dude, Chappelle has a rape joke, and it's one of the most viewed videos on. It's one of his most viewed videos online.
Yeah, but you're not Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, you're not Dave Chappelle. You're just some random idiot.
Okay, let's get back to the questions at hand.
Can we not make this 8 hours?
Yogi.
There it is. It's called
Yogi.
man rape.
I don't call him Jogi, I call him Yogi.
Yeah, like a bear.
I truly think I have
I just-
some
just
type of autism after this.
Chris, can you get me a seat on the podcast, dude?
So, do you think Israel is a legitimate state, Chris?
Can I get serious questions?
Okay, Chris, how are you gonna fix this issue?
Okay, give us some leaks on your documentary.
Yeah.
Have I not given you plenty?
No, you haven't. That's why I'm asking.
Well, you can look at those quotes and look at the initials
What
and
the
pretty much
fuck do you
figure
think
out who
that
the
means?
fuck. You need to turn your audio because I can't hear shit.
He can't
You
hear
just need to
you.
open your ears.
And your minds, because you guys are all dumb.
I just
Chris,
want all this.
Do you have a metal plate in your head by any chance? That
I'm a
you're,
metal
like
plate
maybe you're intercepting radio waves.
I have a metal plate in my dick.
Chris,
Hey,
Chris. No,
Okay.
Big boy.
Chris.
Me.
dude, you're
That's
making him
the
repeat
difference.
things. You're making him repeat things.
Yeah, he doesn't like that.
Chris.
Chris, what's your Fortnite gamer tag? You have one.
Hey, Chris,
Wanna-
what's your address?
Did he leave?
No.
No, he's still here.
Chris, what are 3 positive traits about yourself?
You won't answer any
Ooh, that's a
questions.
good
Yes.
one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bone
I like
marrow
that one.
donor.
You're a boner donor?
I am too.
I was a
idiot.
bone marrow donor.
Oh, bone marrow.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Guys.
I heard boner donor too.
I love that term, by the way, boner.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using that shit.
I was a boner donor.
Imagine,
Oh,
imagine when someone asks something. When someone asks you about yourself, the first thing you say is that you're a bone marrow donor. What the
Yeah,
fuck
right.
is wrong with you,
Hey,
dude?
I said
You did
tell me
that-
about yourself. He's proud of
I
it. That's
donate
okay.
blood.
No,
Marrow.
no, I
Dude,
fucking
I'm
I
proud
did
of
that
that
shit,
shit.
and I don't like telling anybody about it. It's fucking like everyone
I do
should do
because I
that
helped.
shit.
Dude, I
Okay,
helped.
so classic,
Man.
Chris.
So tell me about
Are
yourself.
you-
Well, I like to have some milk in my cereal.
Are you an
First I
active?
put in the cereal, then I put in the milk. You know.
You're supposed to put the milk in first, so you know.
Oh.
Like that isn't a person.
Who just I
Dude, so
like classic
Joey's
Chris.
like telling his roommate, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking to Classic Chris." Dude, your roommate knows who
Let's
Classic
get
Chris
some
is.
clean.
Chris,
Can I
are
get
you
some
an
questions?
active participant in the anime community?
All right, so let's just address the elephant in the room. Chris is like trying to tell us that like his legitimate work can be summarized in a fucking Microsoft Paint picture with like just like random quotes pasted on the top of it, and he's like, "What
Wait,
did
like
I not
click.
explain? Do you guys not
Click.
get it?
Like what I did?
Click!
Click.
Don't you guys get these initials? It's totally real, you guys. It's I spent so much time on it on Paint.
I just
I
did
think
it
Ronald
right now.
McDonald was on there.
Chris, who's your favorite Chris? I need to know. Burning question.
Oh look, he's speechless.
He's getting quiet. He's getting quiet. Overload. He's just writhing. He's just writhing on the floor right now, grabbing his fucking legs.
So Chris doesn't play Fortnite, huh?
I guess not.
So let's do a questionnaire. What's
I got a questionnaire for you.
no?
That's my question.
Dude, rape is not that big of a deal. Just
No,
check.
not at all.
Oh my god.
We should quote him on that.
Remember, I like.
Shut up, CK.
Do you guys want to play Jackbox?
Maybe in a bit. This is too good right now.
Understandable.
I got a questionnaire.
Yeah.
Chris, do you ever hear or see things that others cannot? Never, rarely, sometimes, often, or very often.
All right, are we seriously gonna do this?
No, we.
You know what, I'll
I
play
mean,
this.
you're
I'll
not
play
really
this game.
answering
I'll
it
play this game.
seriously.
I will
I
play.
major in psychology.
I will
My
play.
my aunt has psychosis, and she would talk about having fucking Freddie
Okay.
Mercury send her messages
Listen.
from the past.
Hell yeah,
So-
Freddie
so-
Mercury.
I will play
The
this
future.
game if everyone shuts up.
Chris, are you married?
Fucking bunghole.
So let's continue this questionnaire
Okay. Are you?
Okay.
Are you
let's
married?
continue the...
because he's doing an online psychology test, Tommy.
Okay.
No, I'm
We'll
not.
see where this
No, I'm
goes.
not. Who said that? Who said that? I'm not doing that. I'm just asking questions. I have
But
questions.
you, okay, if we do this, you got to genuinely tell us the results. You got to give us the real
Is
results.
this one of those
not
tests that
your
tells you
bullshit.
what flavor potato chip you are?
Yes, I'm on BuzzFeed right now. No, I just have some questions for Chris. I just have questions for Chris, and
Okay,
I
let's
just
get
want.
to these
Okay.
Chris,
Okay.
you never answered me.
Okay. Well, we'll skip the first question. We'll come back to it. We'll go to number 2. Do you ever struggle to trust what you are thinking is real? Never, rarely, sometimes, often, or very often. They're all on a scale of never to very often. So just find your place in there.
So ask the question again.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Do you struggle to trust that what you are thinking is real? On a scale of it never happening to it happening very often, where would you kind of...
Yes.
I'll put that
He's gonna say no.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay, sometimes it's an option. Sometimes is right in the middle. I'll put that. Okay. Do you ever get the sense that others are controlling your thoughts or emotions?
No.
No. Okay. Do
'Cause
you
I'm
struggle to keep up with? Okay. Yeah. No. Totally. Do you struggle to keep up with daily living tasks such as showering, changing clothes, paying bills, cleaning, cooking,
Dude, I
etc.?
can't shower.
This has nothing to do with any
No.
of the.
No, I do all
It
that
all
shit.
comes back. It'll all come back together at the end. You say no? Okay. Do you feel that you have powers that other people cannot understand or appreciate?
Powers? No.
You know,
Wait,
like
you can't become invisible?
not
on command?
not like Superman powers, but like powers like, you know, like connections or abilities to influence or whatnot. Never, rarely, sometimes, often, very often.
Rarely.
Rarely. Okay. Do you find it difficult to organize or keep track of your thinking?
No.
No? Okay.
You're lying. You're lying to me.
Do other people say that it is difficult for you to stay on subject or for them to understand you?
Yes. Yep.
Until I got to Discord, no.
I'm gonna put very often for that one.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
very
Jesus.
often.
Don't load.
I don't
Don't
think
How
load.
many questions is this? Because I've got more.
Dude, this is a loaded question.
There are only 3
Yeah,
more. There are only there are only
already
3 more.
All right,
There are
all right,
only
3 more. Let's go. Let's go.
Three
Let's
more.
go.
3 more. Yep. Do you feel that you have little in common with family and friends?
No. No.
Dude, he loves his family. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, what the hell?
Dude, he
He
loves
has
them with
friends?
all his heart.
Do you
How
feel that
dare
you're
you
being
ask me?
Do you feel that you're being tracked, followed, or watched at home or
Yes,
outside?
Yes.
I
Let's
don't know.
make him do.
Let him answer. Wait, let him
Just
answer. Let him.
Let him answer. It's his answer.
Do I feel like I'm being tracked? Well, what do you say
Tracked?
about YouTube, Google, and Facebook? I mean, they are tracking you. Yes, that's a fact.
Okay.
I know what he means.
So
Don't be a
just
smartass.
do you feel that you're being tracked, followed, or
been doing this
watched
shit
at
the-
home
So do
or
I feel like I'm-
outside?
Do I feel like someone is physically watching me all
Yeah,
the time?
someone has
Some-
intentional
No.
motives to be tracking you. Like
No.
someone
Well,
or a group. in
someone
specific
or a
are
group
tracking
are
you.
keeping tabs on you, monitoring your.
Like things that you're saying and doing specifically.
Not just your
No.
data, not just your to sell your data, but
No,
actually
no one's
you.
no
Like
one's
they're
gang
interested in
stalking.
Chris in his daily life.
Okay, but this
No,
question
no.
this question is kind of using you as a general, not you specifically, but like you as in like everyone. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel
like,
that
if you were a potato
as a
or an
as a
eggplant.
no, like you as a collective, like do you feel that people are being tracked, followed, or
No.
watched?
This is starting to sound like a communist questionnaire.
Do other people have a
No,
difficult time guessing your emotions by your facial expressions?
This is an Asperger's questionnaire, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No. Can you live stream the questionnaire?
Sometime.
Sometimes.
Post the questionnaire so we can save this.
Yeah.
All right, we need to hang on.
I'll
Everyone-
link it in this.
everyone
I'll
break,
link it.
Break a second.
Obama.
All right.
Such a great man.
We're back.
Do you agree?
Mama.
Yep, Obama. Such
So,
beautiful.
okay, Chris,
What?
give us some more info on like things that you've found out since you last talked to us. Like, for example, the fact that at YouTube headquarters, your videos are being played on the TVs.
I mean, that's the most significant piece of information I got.
Well, I'm asking for like anything, any more info, anything else that you didn't know.
Anything cool?
He was on the toilet.
Seriously, who's shitting?
Yo, it's a bathroom break. Calm down.
Oh, dude, he literally.
Yeah, he literally went.
Okay, Chris, do you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I pulled out I got the results on the schizophrenia test, and it
Okay.
resulted in a mild indication of schizophrenia. So
Okay.
not super thick, not super light, but just mild, right in the middle.
So, Chris, do you often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas?
Like a documentary, or
Is this
like
a
a
second
movie,
questionnaire?
or a YouTube video.
Yeah.
What I seek is the truth.
The truth, dude. You believe in
So-
UFOs?
I'm gonna
Truth
put a
and nothing
neutral
but
on
the
that.
truth.
With UFOs, I mean, let's look at UFOs logically. Is
Oh,
there
God,
life
what have you
out?
guys done?
Is there life out there in space? Probably.
They
All
put
right.
stuff in my
All
butt.
right, let's play some word association. You ready? I'm just gonna say a
Okay.
word, and then you like tell me what comes to mind. Okay. YouTube.
Money.
Money.
Facebook.
The past.
What?
Past.
Past. Okay.
Travel plans.
What was it? What?
Your travel.
Just the first word that comes off the top of your head when you think of travel plans.
Travel. Oh, that's what you said. Travel plans.
Yep.
Yellowstone.
Do you live near Yellowstone?
No.
I guess that's
okay.
slightly
Mandalay
agree.
Bay.
Do you often
It's
think
interesting
about?
you say that. I find that a
What's the
very
answer?
interesting
Are you
choice
at the
of word.
Mandalay Bay right now?
What's the answer?
Why did you choose Mandalay Bay?
Dude,
Why?
we know where you're
Dude, he
you're
doxed
at.
you.
Just say. Just
Yeah,
say.
he just doxed you.
Yeah,
We're
but why
playing
did
word
you
association.
Why did you mention that though?
We're playing this word association thing.
It's just
Yeah,
word
but
association. It's
Mandalay
random
Bay
words.
is on Mandalay Bay is on that.
Yeah.
That's
That's
so
interesting.
cool.
Chris, wake up. We miss you. Come home.
The first thing I think of.
The car crash was 12 years ago.
So the first thing I think of when I hear Mandalay Bay.
Chris, are you married? Married?
He's in the middle of
Are
talking,
you
y'all.
married?
Are you married?
I hope not.
So what
I
was it,
know.
Mandalay Bay?
Honestly.
Yeah, go on.
The first thing I think of with Mandalay Bay is Rouse.
What?
Wait, what?
Rouse.
What?
Mouse?
What mouse?
Mouse?
Rouse.
House.
That's the first. That's the no. R
Dr.
Oh.
House.
Rousc. That's the first
You
thing.
mean,
Blouse.
you mean ruse? Is it?
No, Rouse.
It means to be.
Oh, you mean a member of the
aroused,
Roots
like-
clan.
Like
No,
erection.
No, it means to be awoke, like
It's
to
a
be woken
name
up.
of a person.
Yeah, it's the name of the Roots clan. You know, it's like a prefix added to indicate a member's initials.
Did you say Wu Clan?
Like C. Rouse.
Like King Clan?
I guess I didn't know that. I was thinking of someone very specific, but not that specific.
Do you know Martin Shkreli?
Martin Shkreli?
What's your
Anyway,
favorite
continue.
salami?
Anything else?
Prosciutto.
All right. What's your favorite cheese?
What's my favorite cheese? Goat cheese. Are you making a fucking Facebook account or some shit?
No, dude, we work for YouTube. We need to know about you.
Bullshit. Probably works for the FBI.
Okay,
Did I really just say that?
what do you think about the FBI?
Yeah, what about the FBI?
What do I think of the FBI?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of the FBI?
Oh, jeez. Let's not go down this road.
Mrs. Obama, get down!
So what I'm thinking here, some of these things you mentioned, I assume you researched a little bit of what I've said online. And that's not a direction I'm trying to go down.
So you're saying you just researched Mandalay Bay and he happened to ask you about it and it's weird?
Wait, what? Yeah, he mentioned Mandalay Bay, but it was very odd that he brought it up.
Do you live in the Mandalay Bay?
No, but it was just oddly specific to me. Maybe it's just me, but you know, I found it was odd.
Okay.
Maybe it's just relative to me, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so what's your opinion on children?
That's weird.
Jesus. I don't know, man. They're just so fragile, like I can't get near them. I feel like I say one word and it just fucking fucks them up or some shit.
So potential pedophile it is.
What the
All right.
fuck you?
So we're hitting more than an hour here.
Okay.
You want anything else? You want to say anything else on this podcast?
Well, I need more questions because that's what this was about, right?
I'm,
But
Okay, let's
I'm asking you for I'm asking you for
I'm ready to
information.
smash my head in.
I keep
let's
asking
do
for
too.
more
let's
information.
do
and you don't
Myers
give it.
Briggs personality test.
No.
Anyone wanna?
No.
Okay.
What's your sign? Are you an Aquarius?
I'm an Aries.
Oh
Someone's got a
God.
birthday coming up.
God, Jesus.
What do you want for your birthday?
Fuck Aries.
You said fuck
Yeah.
Aries.
A guest
Are you
spot.
a sub
guest
or a
spot on
dom?
H3 podcast. That's what I want.
Okay, so what would you say if you got a guest spot on the H3 podcast?
I would say
What would you
I'm
go and talk
sorry how the conversation went last time.
Jump
I
on the table and
didn't-
shit on the desk.
You shit on a desk?
I'd be like, I understand.
Like, you know, they fucking hated Trisha Paytas the first time they had her on, but you know what? They still fucking posted it. So, like, they
Yeah,
literally
but
were
I
arguing
told
with
you
her.
what the argument was, right? I told you what the
Yeah,
argument
I
was.
think. I don't care. Anyways, they literally hated Trisha Paytas for like.
Yeah, I don't really care, so
We're
I don't know what
asking
you're
Chris
talking.
questions.
Yeah, we're trying to see if
Can I talk
So
to
why
you?
are you talking?
No.
Because I don't really
I'm
give a
just
shit.
saying, like, they hated
Yeah,
Trisha
no one
Paytas
cares.
the first time.
You guys all sound like
Okay.
H3 shills.
I don't even watch H3 anymore.
What
I know,
is
the-
your ideal?
The fact that people so blindly just go, oh, H3, 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 they just blindly just side with them no
So
matter
do you
what.
Why did you
watch
say
every
H3?
podcast?
Shut the fuck up.
Everyone just sides with H3 automatically. The whole world.
I like kids.
I kind of he's like a cool dude.
People
Cool
here just
guy.
go, wait, H3's human and they
Do
make
you watch
mistakes
the
and they're
H3 podcast?
morally compromised by money? Oh my
Do you
god.
So you're saying
Podcast.
H3 is a government drone?
I'm
H3
sensing some
basically controls
anti-Semitism here.
YouTube, and if you control YouTube, you control the world.
Yo, you guys, birds
Yeah,
aren't even
that's-
fucking real.
How do you feel about this?
Dude, I just pulled a bird out of my asshole. What are you telling me?
So, do women exist?
No.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
Dude, we're all part of the algorithm.
Do you like touching little boys' bums?
The fuck, all this pedo
They're
talk.
bubbles?
Christ. Let's get the God.
Can we talk about serious stuff?
Yeah, for real. Like, trust me, I'm the punching bag. It always fucking comes to me. And he's probably writing that down.
No. Fuck you all. I got
No.
some. Have you ever
Christ,
gotten
you take
so
it so
angry? Have you ever gotten so angry that you want to hurt somebody?
Just
Yes. And how close were you to hurting them?
7.
First of all, that wasn't me talking.
Well, then answer for yourself. Don't let them answer for you.
Do you own any weapons?
The question is, what weapon don't I have?
Oh,
shit, dude. Wait. Have you been in the military?
Would you kiss a man?
While naked?
Oh, you were in the military? Oh, okay. I haven't heard of it.
So you kissed a man in the military?
I mean, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah. Even I wouldn't do that.
That's pretty
You were
good.
in the military? What was your tour?
Tour of duty.
Where'd you tour?
He said
His
duty.
general's asshole.
And which tour did you take?
7.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You fucking bitch.
Dude, you fucking
Not in the
good.
military.
You wrecked you, dude. You didn't tour
Stolen
shit,
valor.
did
Bro.
Stolen valor.
Kid at my school just
Stolen valor.
asked me if I knew of any gun shows that sell to minors.
Yeah, it's called New Hampshire.
this guy knows where to get guns for minors.
Who's SD?
Suck dick, get it?
It's your fault.
Mamba, I see you messaging
Okay,
me.
so
Hold
Yogi,
on.
what's the deal?
What's the deal? I haven't gotten any information out of you whatsoever, so
So ask me a question.
Ask him a question.
What's your favorite
we've been
Chris?
talking for the last hour, and I've
You
been
haven't
asking
really,
questions.
you haven't really
this whole
asked
time.
anything.
Chamberlain.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Rock.
Chris, I have a question. Chris, I have a question. Oh,
Who's
I knocked over my
ITJ?
pens. Okay. How deep does this truly go?
Like a foot.
How deep is your mom's vagina?
Oh, you got him good.
Okay, so let's say you're a YouTuber and you go onto YouTube, and
Right.
suddenly all the money is going toward you.
How
Right.
much money are we talking exactly?
People go into
$20.
self-preservation.
$20.
Maybe 30.
So let's say that YouTuber makes it onto YouTube. He's making all this money, but his political views do not line up with the political views of the people providing the money to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
What happens then?
He loses all the money and
What
he
you do is
cries.
you get
Just
an
a finger
Alex
up his bum
Jones
bum.
situation. What you do is you get an Alex Jones situation.
Dude, this
That's
podcast
exactly
lost
what it
its steam.
Yeah, it did. I saw Mamba.
Crowder and shit. He's not getting kicked off.
Oh my
Giraffe.
god,
Oh
dude,
Steven
my
you're right.
Crowder,
God.
Steven
Holy
Crowder
moly.
gets
Dude, it sounds like
shadow
you're chewing
banned.
on your
but
microphone.
Giraffe, go to vape chat.
Okay.
Do you?
Alright guys,
Have you ever-
that's gonna do it for this episode.
Yep,
of
that's it, dude.
podcast.
Okay.
So wait, what were
Yeah.
the results?
Where can I find this?
This will be
This
on the
video.
Jogi Pie YouTube channel.
Hey,
Yogi Pie?
can
What
everybody
were the
take a
results of
look
the
at,
test? You didn't even tell us the results.
Oh, I told you. I said it showed indications of mild schizophrenia.
And what was the second test?
Oh, I don't know
Right.
anything about that.
So why did you ask me about Mandalay Bay?
I didn't ask you about Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, you
Everybody
did.
take a look at
No, that
H3's
wasn't me.
discussion.
Who mentioned Mandalay Bay?
Some
Chris,
random dude.
Please wake up. We miss you.
There's some random
Just
guy
wake
that came
up,
in.
please.
The car accident was
Alright,
12
guys,
years ago.
tune in for the next episode. Thanks.
Alright,